And we are going to talk about the animal ordinance first, because I kind of think that, well, do me a favor, if you're here to talk about the rentals, raise your hands. Okay. Animals? Okay. Well, while they're signing, Diana, you can speak to us. Go step on up, your name and address, and
Can I just read?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I need my old lady glasses.
absolutely.
I think that would be easier, and then I will have a tendency not to read it. My name is Diana Austin, and my husband is Russell, and I have a daughter, Allie. I've lived in Alliance my entire life. I'm here asking City Council to consider taking action to implement changes specifically towards our animal ordinances for responsible pet ownership. Our current 50524 ordinance is lacking fundamental elements of responsible pet ownership. Expanding this would certainly benefit this community and the people and the pets that live in Alliance. Currently at the state level, I'm also being told that HB 94, cruelty, neglect, and tethering is being sponsored by Representative John Barnes of Cleveland. I would like to see Alliance become proactive and not wait until state laws are passed, but start with our own city right now. Several other cities, such as Cleveland and Akron, have recently passed legislation to this effect, and I would like to see us do the same. I would ask that inclusions of laws and penalties for neglect and carrying and sheltering of animals and improper tethering and tying out of animals. We need clear and concise definitions of what constitutes an adequate outdoor shelter. For pets, many animals die from hypothermia, from a progression of frostbite, because they're chained outside of their dog houses. It is a terrible, frightening death, and similar situations happen in the sweltering heat. These animals cannot sustain relentless heat without some type of relief. I also believe this would be instrumental in helping the Stark County Dog Warden, the Humane Society, and local rescues. Tethering or tying out of dogs needs to have time limits and weather restrictions, and again, definitions of what constitutes a proper tie-out. The tie-out cannot injure an animal or restrict its movements. Additionally, the CDC states that a chained animal is 3 times more likely to bite. Giving animals some relief from endless tethering would be a welcome addition to any local dog bite prevention efforts. As a final comment, I thank you for permitting me to speak for something I'm very passionate about. And I thank you for considering the needs of those who cannot speak for themselves. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Mrs. Austin?
I don't necessarily have a question, but I've read the ordinances that were passed in Cleveland and in Akron, and I thought that they had really great definitions of what a tie-out needs to be, what a shelter needs to be, and I took no issue with any of those, and I would really support implementing that in Alliance. I also read House Bill 94, and it seemed like it was pretty much the same as those ordinances, so I completely agree with you that that's something we should do proactively and not wait for the Ohio House.
Thank you.
And I'll share this with you. This is my documentation tonight on animal legislation.
Looks like my day.
Yeah, this is not something that we're looking at lightly, and it's something that I'm confident we are going to be updating. Excuse me. I do want to have a conversation with the police chief to ensure that what we implement, we can enforce. Bear in mind, some of these cities, especially the bigger ones, have specific departments to deal with animals. We don't. We can't overburden our departments, and we can't under-enforce our laws. Either way, they're ineffective. So I would like you to keep that in mind, and I want to thank you for coming and speaking. It's not always easy to speak before a body like this. So thank you.